your wallet the other day, so I just came to bring it by.
Oh, okay, wonderful. Man, I was looking all over for it. Thank you so much.
Ooh, this looking good.
Oh, thank you. I try to do my best, you know. Seems like you've been here before.
Last time I was here, the next day Carlos got her ass beat.
What?
Stop everything. Because what's happening inside Blueface's world right now is nothing short of jaw-dropping. While the rapper himself sits behind bars, shocking whispers are coming out of Los Angeles. Whispers that his own father and girlfriend Angela are living under the same roof, hanging out in his house and waiting for his release. That's right, Blueface's mansion.
Okay, yeah, I keep his room locked, so nobody's allowed in here.
The one he flaunted on Instagram. The one his fans know all too well has turned into a pressure cooker of betrayal, temptation, and secrets. Think about it. Blueface behind cold steel, unable to see what's really happening. And inside his home, his father, the man who has always had a rocky relationship with him. And Angela, his so-called ride-or-die girlfriend who swore she'd hold him down through thick and thin. But now the two of them are under one roof, with no Blueface around. And insiders are already whispering about tension, laughter, private dinners, and late-night talks that are sparking rumors nobody saw coming. The fans are asking, is this loyalty? Or is this betrayal in its rawest form? And if Blueface finds out the truth when he's released, will he forgive? Or will this be the ultimate family explosion? To understand why this situation is blowing up the internet, we need to rewind and look at the tangled, dysfunctional family history of Blueface, his father, and the women who've circled his life. Blueface, born Jonathan Jamal Porter, has never shied away from airing his messy relationships in public. From his chaotic on-again, off-again relationship with Chrisean Rock to constant scandals with side chicks and leaked videos, drama has always followed him. But one thing that has always been murky, his relationship with his father. Fans remember vividly when Blueface's dad, Carl, first stepped into the spotlight. It wasn't to show fatherly love or support, but rather during a full-blown family brawl. Who can forget the shocking video of Blueface swinging on his own family in front of cameras? The internet exploded with debates. Some said Blueface was defending himself. Others claimed it was proof of his toxic upbringing. Either way, it painted a picture of a father-son bond fractured beyond repair. Now, fast forward, Blueface is locked up. The details of his case have been murky, with reports of probation violations, violent altercations, and legal issues stacking against him. His absence left a huge power vacuum in his personal life. And who stepped in to fill it? His girlfriend, Angela, the woman he'd been flaunting online as his new queen. Angela wasn't just another face in Blueface's chaotic lineup of women. No, she was different. She came across polished, calm, and loyal. She positioned herself as the stabilizing force in Blueface's life, the one who'd stand by him when the world turned its back. But fans weren't convinced. Many remembered how quickly Blueface had moved on from Chrisean, even after fathering her child. Angela was seen by some as a replacement, a prop, someone who benefited from the fame while claiming devotion. And here's where things get twisted. Instead of waiting quietly for Blueface's release, Angela moved into his mansion. At first, fans didn't think much of it. After all, what girlfriend wouldn't hold down the fort while her man is locked up? But then came the whispers. Blueface's father Carl wasn't just visiting occasionally. He was staying there too. That revelation set the internet on fire. Why would Blueface's dad, who's had such a strained relationship with his son, suddenly be living in his home with Angela? And more importantly, why would Angela allow it? The two of them under the same roof, without Blueface, immediately fueled speculation of betrayal, manipulation, and secrets brewing behind closed doors. Fake insider leaks began spreading online with claims that Carl had been spotted driving Blueface's cars. hanging out in his backyard and even sharing drinks with Angela late at night. Social media started piecing together timelines. Who entered the house when? Who posted cryptic Instagram stories? And who deleted suspicious photos? Blueface's fan base couldn't stay quiet. Some said Angela was being loyal by keeping family close and holding the mansion together. Others weren't buying it, calling the whole thing disgusting and hinting at inappropriate connections between Angela and Carl. And remember, Blueface has always had trust issues. He's accused women of betrayal before. He's gone live in rants about loyalty. And he's always questioned the motives of the people closest to him. So when he gets out and finds out that his father and girlfriend have been spending weeks together in his house, the fallout could be nuclear. This isn't just about family. It's about pride, betrayal, and Blueface's legacy. His enemies, and let's be honest, he has a lot of them, are watching closely. If word gets back to him that the two people who should have been loyal to him the most have been enjoying life together while he rots in jail, this could break him completely. And if Carl and Angela are hiding something deeper, then this story isn't just a family scandal, it could be the next big public implosion that rocks hip-hop. The whispers stopped being whispers when the first leaked photo hit social media. It wasn't some blurry, unverified shot either. It was crystal clear. A fan page dedicated to Blueface dropped the bomb. Angela and Carl, Blueface's dad, sitting together on the patio of Blueface's own mansion. Carl was leaning back in his chair with a glass of whiskey in his hand, laughing, while Angela sat across from him with her legs crossed, sipping from a wine glass. The caption, "This don't feel right." Within minutes, the photo went viral. Twitter threads lit up, Instagram blogs reposted it, and TikTok creators dissected every pixel. Some swore Angela looked too comfortable. Others pointed out Carl's hand placement on the table, leaning just a little too close. Fans started using words like betrayal, disrespect, and setup. Then came the so-called insider leaks. Screenshots started circulating from someone claiming to be a house assistant. According to this source, Angela and Carl weren't just hanging out, they were cooking meals together, staying up late in the living room watching movies, and even arguing like a couple. One alleged DM read, "I don't know what to say anymore. It's like they're acting like Blueface doesn't even exist. Angela cooked Carl dinner last night, and he stayed up till 3 a.m. with her. I had to leave the room because it felt weird." Internet went into meltdown mode. Was this loyalty, or was something inappropriate brewing under Blueface's roof? And that's when things took an even darker turn. A video surfaced. Shot from outside the mansion gates at night, it showed Carl and Angela walking back into the house together. Angela had a blanket wrapped around her shoulders. Carl was carrying what looked like a wine bottle, and the two of them exchanged a laugh before disappearing inside. K-Quests, they're way too close. This was the moment fans stopped, giving Angela the benefit of the doubt. Comment sections flooded with accusations. Angela is nasty for this. No way you're chilling with his dad while he's locked up. Carl ain't even hiding it anymore. Blueface better check his own. Father, nah, this feels like a setup. A ca? Are they waiting for Blue to get out or plotting against him? But the real twist, Angela broke her silence and made it worse. She posted a cryptic Instagram story, a photo of her manicured hand holding a glass of wine, captioned, "Loyalty is tested when they're not around." Fans immediately interpreted it as a shot at Blueface. Was she saying she was still loyal? Or was she mocking the very idea of loyalty while sitting in his house with his father? Meanwhile, Blueface's enemies began chiming in. Rapper rivals who had beef with him in the past started reposting the clips, laughing and taunting him. One underground artist even tweeted, "Imagine your pops and your girl playing house while you're locked. Couldn't be me." The humiliation was spreading beyond just his fan base. It was becoming industry gossip. And then came the first big blow, an argument inside the house. According to a neighbor who claimed to have overheard shouting one late night, Angela and Carl's friendly. Vibes exploded into a full-blown screaming match. The neighbor's recording, though muffled, caught Angela yelling something like, "You can't tell me what to do. You're not him." Followed by Carl's booming voice shouting, "Somebody has to step up while he's gone." That recording went viral within hours. Fans interpreted it in two ways. Either Angela and Carl were fighting because of inappropriate closeness, or they were arguing about control of Blueface's house, his assets, and his image while he was gone. Either way, the fact that they were even in that position together was enough to ignite mass outrage. And here's where it really got ugly. Blueface himself allegedly caught wind of all this. A close friend of his posted a now-deleted tweet. "Blue heard everything. Y'all think he don't got people watching?" Furious. This set off alarm bells. If Blueface knew what was going on, what would he do when he got out? The rapper is known for being unpredictable, quick-tempered, and vengeful. He's gone live countless times to expose people he felt betrayed by. Imagine what he'd do if he truly believed his father and his girlfriend disrespected him in this way. But the most shocking part wasn't even the photos, the video, or the arguments. It was the claim that came out next that Angela had started quietly removing Blueface's belongings from the house. Fans noticed that in her latest selfies, the background looked stripped down. Trophies missing, posters gone, clothes absent. This fueled speculation that Angela and Carl weren't just coexisting, they were preparing for something bigger. Maybe even plotting to cut Blueface out of his own empire. By this point, social media was beyond repair. Blueface's fans split into two camps. Some defended Angela, insisting she was being taken out of context and unfairly vilified. Others went to war, calling for Blueface to drop her as soon as he's released, and to cut off his father permanently. The mansion that once symbolized Blueface's success had now turned into a battleground of rumors, betrayal, and power struggles. And with every new leak, the tension reached new heights. Just when everyone thought the drama couldn't get any more explosive, the internet was hit with a bombshell. A new photo dropped, not from paparazzi, not from some random fan, but allegedly from someone inside the house. The picture showed Angela in the kitchen, cooking at the stove, with Carl standing right behind her, leaning in close as if whispering something in her ear. His hand wasn't touching her, but it was hovering uncomfortably near her waist. Angela's head was tilted slightly, almost like she was listening or smiling. The internet lost its mind. Within minutes, the photo trended on Twitter under hashtags like #NotTheDad and #BluefaceHouseScandal. The image wasn't grainy or blurred. It was crisp, clear, undeniable. And the fact that it came from inside the house made it even worse. Fans speculated who took the photo. Was it a staff member, a relative, or even a secret friend of Blueface, feeding him updates while he was locked away? TikTok was flooded with theories. One viral clip had over 2 million views in hours. Angela is not just waiting for Blueface. She's making herself at home with his dad. This ain't loyalty. This is a takeover. "I promise, when Blue gets out, it's going to be war." Another TikToker said, "Look at Carl's body language. This man is enjoying this way too much. He's supposed to be protecting his son's legacy, not this." The controversy spun out of control when celebrity blogs picked up the story. Gossip sites plastered the photo with clickbait headlines like "Angela and Carl's inappropriate kitchen." Moment shocks fans and Blueface's dad crossing the line. Overnight, what had started as rumor became mainstream conversation, and then came the reveal that flipped everything on its head. A leaked voicemail surfaced, allegedly sent from Blueface's cousin to a friend. In the voicemail, the cousin claimed, "Yo, Carl and Angela been way too close. Blue's not gonna like what's happening. Swear, I walked in one night and the vibe was crazy. They shut up real quick when they saw me. Something ain't right, man. They acting like they a team." The voicemail made things 10 times worse. Fans no longer thought this was just optics. They believed something truly inappropriate might be happening. Blueface's fanbase went into investigative mode. Side-by-side comparisons started circulating, with fans pointing out Angela's wardrobe changes, Carl's movements, and even timestamps of when lights were on in the mansion. People claimed Angela was moving like a wife, while Carl was moving like the man of the house. And then came the breaking point. Angela posted another cryptic Instagram story. This time, it wasn't subtle. It was a photo of her glass of wine on the dining room table, captioned, "I don't answer to nobody but myself." The table was set with 2 plates. Fans zoomed in and noticed the reflection of Carl's arm across from her. The outrage was immediate. "She's embarrassing. Blueface, right now. I can't believe this. Carl is wild for this. How you let the world think this about you and your son's girl?" No, this isn't even disrespect anymore. This is betrayal on another level. But what nobody expected was the wave of celebrity reactions. Some of Blueface's industry peers couldn't resist weighing in. Rapper Lil Scrappy tweeted, "Not the dad, brr. Not the dad. That's sick." Meanwhile, reality star Hazel Lee went live saying Angela don't care about no man. She's using this whole situation to get clout. And now she's dragging Carl into it. Disgusting. The most shocking reaction, however, came from Chrissy Rock, the Onigan, African partner of Blueface, took to Instagram Live, smirking as she said, "I told y'all she wasn't loyal. Blue don't listen to me, though. Look at her now. Up in the house with his dad. That's wild. That's nasty. That's embarrassing. And I bet when Blue gets out, it's over for both of them." That live alone sent the internet spiraling, with clips reposted millions of times. Christian's words weren't just fuel to the fire, they were gasoline. Meanwhile, fans began tagging Blueface relentlessly on Twitter, demanding he respond from prison. While no official statement came directly from him, another supposed insider leaked text messages claiming he was already aware. One message read, "Blueface said when he gets out, the first thing he's doing is checking both of them. He don't care about cameras, don't care about nobody." He feels betrayed. By now, the narrative had shifted completely. It was no longer just about Angela holding things down while Blueface was gone. It was about potential betrayal, blurred lines, and a father-son fallout brewing behind bars. Fans speculated endlessly. Would Blueface cut off Angela? Would he disown his father? Or would the family implode, live for everyone to see? But here's the real kicker. Rumors started spreading that Angela wasn't just staying with Carl. She might actually be planning something bigger. Several anonymous insiders claimed Angela had been taking meetings with a lawyer, discussing control of certain assets in Blueface's name. Whether it was true or not, the internet ate it up. Suddenly, this wasn't just a messy family scandal, it was looking like a full-blown power grab. And right when fans thought they'd hit peak chaos, another curveball landed. Angela was spotted out in public with Carl, a shaky cell phone. Video showed them walking out of a restaurant late at night. Angela had her arm looped through Carl's, and though some argued it could have been innocent, the optics were damning. Commenters shredded the clip, calling it the ultimate disrespect. The video ended with a chilling moment. Carl looking directly at the camera, shaking his head and saying, "Y'all don't know the half of it." That one line left everyone stunned. What did he mean? What half weren't fans being shown? End cliffhanger. But then, as the chaos reached its boiling point, an unexpected new player stepped into the drama, someone who claimed to have proof that Angela and Carl weren't just waiting for Blueface, but actively plotting against him before his release. The second that video of Carl and Angela leaving the restaurant dropped, the internet exploded like wildfire. Twitter Spaces popped up with thousands of listeners dissecting every frame of the clip. The hashtags #BluefaceDad, #AngelaExposed, and hashtag family betrayal dominated trending charts worldwide. People weren't just curious anymore. They were furious, scandalized, and deeply divided. One half of the internet labeled Carl the ultimate backstabber, a father who crossed lines no one ever should. The other half argued maybe it wasn't that deep, that maybe it was just clout-chasing fans reading too much into a late-night dinner. But the problem was, neither Carl nor Angela did anything to shut down the rumors. Their silence made it worse, leaving fans convinced there was something sinister happening behind the scenes. TikTok stitched the video into endless theories. One creator paused the clip right where Carl muttered, "Y'all don't know the half of it," claiming, "That's not a denial. That's a warning." Carl basically just told us there's dirt we haven't even seen yet. And if this is the half we know, imagine what's still hidden. That one take alone racked up 3 million views overnight. Meanwhile, Instagram blogs had a field day. Hollywood Unlocked posted the video with the caption, "Would you forgive your father for this?" The comments were a battlefield. Celebs, influencers, and fans all jumped in. Tokyo Tony, Black China's mom, chimed in, "That girl Angela is sneaky. Mark my words, this gonna blow up in his face." Both of them playing dangerous games. Soulja Boy randomly inserted himself, tweeting, "Couldn't be me. Pops or no pops, that's foul. Hashtag respect yourself." Whack 100, Blueface's longtime manager, hopped on Clubhouse to say, "This ain't a good look for the brand. Blue gotta come home and clean house. Business don't stop for no games like this." Even Angela's cryptic behavior fueled chaos. Instead of denying rumors, she posted a picture of herself lounging on Blueface's couch, legs crossed, holding his chain in her hand. No caption, just the chain glistening. Fans screamed betrayal. Comments poured in. "She's trolling us now. She knows this looks bad." Angela acting like she the first lady of the house. Where's the loyalty? But the public wasn't the only one losing their minds. Other celebrities began whispering, too. One anonymous industry insider leaked that a few rappers had already cut ties with Blueface's camp because the drama was overshadowing the music. Whether true or not, the story caught fire. Blogs spun it into Blueface blacklisted before he's even out. And then came the reaction nobody expected. Blueface's baby mama, Jaden Alexis, decided to jump into the mess. She went on Instagram Live, laughing uncontrollably as she said, "Y'all worried about Angela and Carl? Please." Blue been embarrassing himself. This ain't nothing new. But if that's what's happening, karma's real. To live instantly. Went viral. Fans debated whether she was mocking Blueface, warning him, or just capitalizing on the moment. Either way, it added another layer to an already chaotic situation. But the loudest voice came from Chrisean Rock. Again, she doubled down with another Instagram Live, this time screaming into the camera. Angela was never real. It's just waiting for the moment to flip. And Carl, that's nasty. How you betray your own blood. Blue's gonna snap when he finds out, mark my words, somebody's getting exposed. That video was clipped into reaction montages, edited with dramatic music, and reposted everywhere. Fans were split. Some agreed with Chrisean, others called her messy for inserting herself. But whether you loved her or hated her, one thing was clear. Her words carried weight in this feud. And it wasn't just celebrities. News outlets picked up the story. TMZ ran a headline, "Blueface's dad and girlfriend cozy up while he's in jail. Fans call it betrayal." The Shade Room posted a poll asking, is Angela wrong or is this just family support? With over 600,000 votes flooding in. The results, 82% voted that Angela was dead wrong. The debate spilled into everyday conversations. People weren't just gossiping, they were taking sides, analyzing body language, even dragging their own family experiences into the mix. Twitter threads popped up with users sharing stories of betrayal within families. Comparing themselves to Blueface's situation, the scandal became a cultural talking point, transcending celebrity drama and turning into something bigger, a conversation about loyalty, respect, and boundaries. And through it all, one burning question haunted everyone. How is Blueface reacting to all of this from inside prison? Rumors swirled that he'd heard every detail and was furious, but no direct statement had been confirmed. The uncertainty kept fans glued, waiting for the inevitable explosion when he finally spoke, just when everyone thought the scandal couldn't spiral any further. A brand new leak hit the internet like an earthquake, and this one shattered every remaining shred of doubt. Late one night, an anonymous Twitter account called @WestCoastWhistleblower posted a shaky, dimly lit video allegedly filmed inside Blueface's mansion. The clip showed Angela and Carl sitting way too close on Blueface's living room couch. Angela leaned in, whispering something in his ear, while Carl laughed and gently touched her arm. The caption: family loyalty or family betrayal. You decide. The video instantly went viral, pulling in millions of views within hours. The comment section was a bloodbath. Fans were screaming betrayal. Others said it was fake. And some claimed they had proof the clip was real because the decor matched Blueface's mansion from his past Instagram lives. One user zoomed in on the background and wrote, "That's literally the same rug Blue posted when he bought it. Y'all can't tell me this isn't Blue's house? The receipts are right here." And just like that, the scandal went from whispers to full-blown outrage. But the real bombshell came after. Another insider reached out to blogs, claiming this wasn't just innocent family bonding. Allegedly, Angela and Carl had been spending so much time together that neighbors were gossiping about late-night arguments, closed curtains, and strange energy in the house. One neighbor even claimed they heard shouting matches followed by long stretches of silence. The narrative shifted fast. Fans began asking if there was more going on behind closed doors than anyone had imagined. To make matters worse, Angela herself poured gasoline on the fire. Instead of denying the video, she posted a cryptic Instagram story with the words, "Some things can't be explained. It just are." The internet exploded. Was she admitting something? Was she trolling? Or was she hinting that what people suspected wasn't far from the truth? Carl wasn't helping either. He was spotted at a liquor store with Angela later that same day, both of them looking irritated, clearly aware of the cameras following them. When paparazzi shouted questions like, "Are you and Angela?" Because now the storyline had shifted into something far more sinister. Not just betrayal, but the possibility that Carl was playing with Blueface's emotions from behind bars. Fans started speculating. Was this a father trying to sabotage his own son's relationship? Or was there a hidden vendetta, years in the making? And then came the final jaw-dropper. TMZ released a report claiming they'd obtained exclusive court documents showing Angela had recently filed paperwork under her own name to manage certain utilities and services for Blueface's home. That meant, legally, she was stepping into the role of householder, a move fans saw as a direct betrayal. It's almost as if she was claiming ownership of Blue's world while he sat powerless in jail. The internet couldn't handle it. One fan tweeted, "Angela's basically setting herself up as Blue's replacement, and Carl's right there helping her. This isn't support. This is a takeover." And the worst part? Blueface himself was still silent. Rumors swirled that he was furious, that he'd cut off phone contact with Angela completely, and that even WAC 100 couldn't calm him down. But nothing had been confirmed. Every day he stayed quiet. The speculation grew louder. The story had gone beyond Angela and Carl. It was now about legacy, family, betrayal, and whether Blueface would even have a family to come back to when he got out. And as more cryptic posts, shaky videos, and insider leaks kept surfacing, one thing became crystal clear. This drama wasn't anywhere close to overdot. Because if Carl and Angela really had crossed the line, and if Blueface came home too, discover his blood and his love both betraying him, the explosion that followed could tear not just his family apart, but his entire career with it. And now fans are asking, when Blueface walks out those prison gates, will he forgive, or will this be the moment that destroys everything? So here we are at the edge of one of the messiest, most shocking Blueface scandals yet. We've got his father, Carl, practically moving into his house. We've got Angela, the girlfriend who swore loyalty, posting cryptic messages while cozying up in the same space. And we've got Blueface himself, locked away, unable to defend his legacy, his home, or his heart. But now the real question is, what happens when Blueface walks free? Will he look at Angela and see betrayal staring him in the face? Will he turn to Carl and unleash years of pent-up anger at the man who was supposed to protect him, not sabotage him? Or, and this is what fans can't stop debating, is this all a setup? A twisted storyline meant to spark chaos before Blueface makes his return? I want to hear from you. Do you think Angela and Carl are just innocently holding things down until Blue comes home? Or do you believe the rumors that they've crossed a line that can never be undone? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because I know the opinions are going to be wild on this one. And trust me, you're going to want to stay locked in, because if the leaks are true, Blueface is about to break his silence in a way nobody's ready for. The next move could flip this entire story upside down, and you won't want to miss it. So go ahead, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next explosive update. This saga is far from over. In fact, it's just getting started.